Fanboy, 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 fanboy. GTA 5 is an overrated pile of crap. Oh my goodness! This is easily, not only is it the most overhyped game of the year, it is easily one of the most overrated, overpushed, most pathetically forced game down our throats type of game. I can't even express myself right now, but the fans have spoken, the reviewers have spoken, the user score. Ladies and gentlemen, GTA 5, OMG, has a user score of an 8.0. An 8.0 out of 10, which is basically an 80% for the 360 version. The PS3 version right now on Metacritic has an 8.2 user score. And the metascores, you could not be any more different, any more in contrast. The reviewers, the official so-called reviewers, the metascores themselves are for the 360 a 98 out of 100, which is basically a 98%. And the PS3 version is 97 out of 100. So all in the really high 90s, like near perfect, flawless, near flawless scores by the Metacritic scores, but the user scores have spoken. 8.0 out of 10 and an 8.2 out of 10 for the PS3 and 360 versions. And this, what did I tell you? This is an overrated sack of crap, a pathetically overhyped game, too much hype, too much nonsense, too much expectations. I mean, the way, did you really expect this to be any better than an 8? I mean, really, did you expect it to get any more than a freaking 8.1 or an 8.2? I mean, this game, GTA 5, more like overrated 5. I mean, this is... Let's take a look at the user scores, because we're just going to get straight to the point. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to the reception. So this is the 360 Barrier 91. Gave it a 0, of course. Nice. A 0. That's a fitting score. Awful graphics, awful controls, awful camera, bad theme. This is pretty mediocre release in every way. Graphics are like welcome to 5 years ago, of course. Were they blindfolded while making the lazy-ass camera? And, well, the whole hip-hop theme of the game is just an awful idea after the brilliant 80s Scarface ripoff. I guess he's talking about the Vice City stuff. Main character is just so boring. Hopefully this is the last one of the series. GTA 4 should have been the last one. Time to move on. And, yeah, I mean, that's definitely it. I totally agree, man. I mean, this should have been never even made. You know, it should GTA 4 should have been the final game and the end of the GTA series. We get nothing. This is a rehash. There's nothing original about this game. It's the same crap we've seen from Rockstar. The biggest hacks in gaming. The crappiest developer, all they do is recycle the same nonsense, the same tired gameplay. The third person riding in a vehicle crap we've seen way back in 2001. I mean, there's a lot of sheep. There's a lot of pathetic sheep. You know, still like giving it a perfect 10, just freely giving a perfect 10. You know, I love how these retarded gamers and these idiot, easy to please numbskulls just easily hand out, you know, 10s, like perfect 10s, and here's a perfect 10 to this game. Oh, here you go, right away. No flaws. I mean, I question the intelligence of people, of these pathetic noobs, because, you know, you give out a 10 to something. A perfect 10 is a flawless score. It suggests and implies that there is nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with the game. Meanwhile, the user score is a clear 8. I mean, this is an 80% versus a 98% metascore. That's nearly like a 20% difference. Difference. Vast deference. Yeah, it's a vast deference, yeah. Jeez. No, I mean, even, you know, Lyricon gave it a 7. Lyricon 34. First, I'd like to state that I have been a GTA fan since Vice City has been released. I work in a well-known gaming magazine. I've decided to write this review because I want people to know what this game is really worth. In my official review, I wasn't allowed to give the game a score of less than 90 out of 100. Let me say that I've played the game on both PS3 and 360. I must admit the graphics are really beautiful, even though when compared to other games' graphics like Battlefield 3 or Crysis 2, it doesn't really stand a chance. Of course it doesn't. It looks like crap from 6 years ago. I also have to say how disappointing the animations are, especially in a game of this size. I will give the graphics a 6.5 out of 10. If there is something that Rockstar has done really well is the controls. This one will take a perfect score for obvious reasons, for those who have already played the game. As far as the story is concerned, I don't think they're the strongest point of GTA 5. I don't feel connected to the characters at all, and the story is a bit boring. It'll get a 5 out of 10. Of course, absolutely. The story was never good in any of the GTA games, you know? It's always been taken a back seat to the actual open worldness of the games and the simulation feel of it. After many hours of gameplay, I've come across too many bugs, even more than Skyrim. So playability will take a 3 out of 10. Wow. Wow. I'm not going to rate the AI as it feels too much scripted, and the AI was never the strongest point of the GTA series. Well, I mean, the AI is very important. That's the artificial intelligence. That's how the enemies react and how the characters move, that when you shoot at them and when you interact with these things. I can't believe, I mean, a 7 out of 10. So the guy gave it a 7 overall, and that's a very disappointing score. That's a really low score. That might as well be an F, considering a GTA Rockstar game. Silver T 27 gave it a 5. A 5. That's a very mediocre score. As ever, overrated. Give it a few months and it'll be forgotten, just like GTA 4 was. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, he also mentioned how it's very shallow, moronically immature, politically confused, and takes its joy out of its mean-spirited nature. A perfect reflection of the current generation. No wonder it's so popular. Yeah, I mean, you have to realize there's a lot of pathetic D-riders when it comes to GTA. These idiotic fan losers that keep buying this and blindly giving these games a perfect score. The same type of moronic noobs that give other games, you know, like a perfect end just because it's got a brand name. Whatever franchises they like, whatever brand name it is, because they have that sheep mentality. It's a sheep mentality. It's a idiotic, ant colony-like type of mentality. Brainless idiots that can't think for themselves, so they just like a bunch of sheep. Lambda 360 gave it a 5 out of 10. I'm sick and tired of the Rockstar cycle, deliberately holding back on previous games so that instead of going all out initially and pushing the boundaries even further, they deliberately put out a subpar product to the sequel so that the sequel feels more sequely. GTA 4 had no planes. Why? Why did Rockstar have airports with planes you could not fly? Did they think nobody would want to fly them? No, they put them there so you say, damn, I wish I could fly that in glorious HD. Very first screenshot of GTA 5, what do you see? A damn crop dusting plane. Blatant marketing ploys. GTA 4 was crap, and GTA 5 is what 4 should have been. They held back on 4 knowing HD graphics and a new physics engine would be enough to garner critical acclaim and massive sales. They were right. Then the sequel is much easier to make it look like a massive leap forward, when in reality it wasn't. That's right. I've said this, you know, this looks like a game from 6 years ago. They could have done this for GTA 4 instead. I love that he mentions how it's, GTA 4 was a massive step back from San Andreas. I mean, this is an absolute mess. This is a crappy underperforming game. It is just playing catch up with games like San Andreas at this point. The game is nothing new. It is Grand Theft Auto 4 to what San Andreas was to Vice City. Exactly. Just a much bigger game and more additions and more expanded, and just the way that's exactly what it is. Absolutely horrendous scores. I mean, a lot of D-riders, a lot of pathetic losers that's giving it a perfect 10, but I mean, you can't really... There is a lot of sheep that follow Rockstar. Rockstar has a lot of drones and these mindless sacks of crap that just keep buying into this nonsense. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I mean, all the scores have basically shown you this is not a game that you should even consider purchasing. You might want to hold back on this if you do want to buy this game. Wait until the greatest hits version comes out for half the price, at least $29.99 instead of the full price. And even better when it comes out finally for 20 bucks. Or even the best way to buy this is just buy it used from Craigslist or something like that. Buy it for maybe $10 to $15. But don't be putting your money in Rockstar's pocket. Meaning, don't buy it from retail, so that you're not actually directly supporting Rockstar in any way, shape, or form. But you still get to play the game. You're still buying it. You're still owning it. But you're buying a used copy, not a retail copy where the money goes directly to the freaking company. Alright, so that's pretty much it. If there's anything else, there's the best way to spend your $60. If you have it, still you're considering getting this, don't do it. Get this other game. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it's called Call of Duty. It's spelled C-A-L-L and then O-F and then D-U-T-Y, and then I think it says Call of Duty Ghosts or something like that. Anyway, it's a kind of a shooting type of game, and it looks very, very good. It's got amazing looking graphics. It's kind of under the radar right now. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but it's set to release for all the systems, all the consoles, multi-plats, the next gen, Xbox One, PS4, yeah, even the Wii U I think is getting it. So very good looking game. So I think it's called Call of Duty Ghosts. That's the one. Way better than GTA 5. GTA 5 is overhyped garbage. Don't even buy it. That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!